The box is empty. And as he's coming up, remember, all of you get a gift. We're giving everybody a gift voucher for free technology training for the duration of your career through high school graduation. So we're going to give it to all of your leaders that are here today. Make sure you get it so everybody will leave with a gift. All right, without further ado, Dr. Adibo.
To make a right choice here today, which many of you have begun to make already, that will shape what your life will be tomorrow. Your choice today determines who you become tomorrow. And I will also share testimony with you on how I made a choice from being in the bottom of the class while I was your age. My parents, my mom had 8 kids to take care of. My dad is dead. And we didn't have much amenities to take care of us like you guys have right now. And then, because my mom is busy with having to cater for 8 kids, the time to be asking you where's your homework, there was no time for that. It's just to be able to make sure that you eat. So I was at the bottom of the class in terms of grades. But in the midst of those very, very tough situations, I made a choice that I was not going to be a failure any longer. I failed for a long time. The best I could do is to steal answers in the class. I steal answers with the corner of my eyes. If your book is open, I am going to pick it up. And that's what I was doing. I would check with the side of my eyes, the other side, I would check here. If I can pick an answer, that's how I was getting by. But it got to some point, everybody started covering their book, you know. Nobody wanted me to know what they were writing, so I failed. And then, since I couldn't go ahead in the school, I had to repeat the class. So I made a choice that I was going to take my education serious. If there's nobody to steal from, it's because I'm not using my brain. So I decided that every class we go for, I was going to review that class before the next period. That was the decision I made. So if we do mathematics, I make sure we'll do maybe a subject on indices. All of you are familiar with that. Before the next class on that subject, I will go through it again before the next class. That one decision I made caused me to go from the bottom of the class, from lower grade of 10% to going to become the best student in the school. Just within 1 year of making right choices. So if you are here and your grade, you are not doing well in school, and I can't tell you that if you don't do well in school, it will affect your self-esteem. Because when you are talking to your colleagues, you're always scoring 10%, 9%, while others are scoring 80% in the same class. You don't have a lot of confidence to speak. But the moment my grade went through the roof, then there come this confidence that today has been with me since that time. And just making a right choice has turned my life upside right from that time. I'm talking of 1984 till now. Many of you here are not born anyway, that time. But I want to borrow you this act of making right decision, even in tough situation. I will say this to you as I quote from my latest book on making right decision. You are not a victim of this world, but rather a master of your own destiny. It is your choices and decision that determine your destiny. Maybe you are struggling in the school right now, you are not able to cope. I've been there also, just like you. I came to encourage you that from that place where people thought you are nobody, you can become somebody. If you can make a right choice. And this choice will form the building block of your habits. And I conclude by saying, you don't decide your future, you decide your habits. And your habit determines your future. And I want to, if you can have that in your mind, no matter what habit you are struggling with right now, you can change that habit. You form a habit in 21 days. If you can make a choice that I'm going to go through my books 1 hour every day, that decision for 1 hour in 21 days, if you keep to it, you have developed an habit. And when you develop a good habit, you have just stopped a bad one. So I want to leave this with you, that as you have come here today, this is the beginning of the year. Make this to be your New Year resolution. I'm going to make a right decision concerning my academics. And I can tell you, the sky is not the limit. The sky is just the beginning. Have a nice day.
All right.
Let's welcome the tech queen. Welcome the tech queen.
I came all the way from London, England to tell you that message. His daughter met Queen Elizabeth, and Prince Harry and Prince Edward came to their school to meet his daughter, who was chosen as the head girl of her school. And those that were here last year got to see her virtually on the internet. So guess what? Turn to your neighbor and say, "It's grilled cheese time."
Okay.
Turn to the other neighbor
I
and
got
say, "It's
you.
grilled